Hello, the following slide for visual literacy. The assignment I decided to do is a presentation, and I decided to use Prezi as my presentation tool. So what you're looking at are the elements of design. I decided I liked this layout. I caught my eye right away in the templates that they offered, and I decided that would be the best use for showcasing elements of the design. And for this assignment, I'm going to use this next year in a new class elective that we're offering our students. I'm going to go presentation view here. It's called Digital Media in Design. It's an elective that I'm basically starting from scratch and using lots of ideas that are currently out there. So if you haven't seen Prezi, which I'm sure you have, there is basically an open desktop here of space, and it zooms in where you tell it to, or if it's the template is already made for you, it does a lot of that on its own. So the things that I added are on the outside of the 7 circles that are there right now. I added this video out here, and then these options out here, which I'll get to in a little bit, are extra formative assessments. And within each of these circles are additional detail about that element of design and what it does for visuals. So I'm not going to watch all the videos on the recording here, but I just would like to show you kind of how this would work. So let's go back here. So we'd start off with the fundamentals of design, and then would bring us to the first one of the elements, which is color. And you can see it's broken down using some outside resources too to bring in just to follow up with what color does to the elements of design. And some of this is based off the poster that was previously shown. And I wanted something that could dig deeper into the elements for the students to understand. So what I'm hoping to do as I go through these with students is to find new ideas that they might have to showcase, or for just through conversation, maybe I'll be able to put some more things in here for the next day after we started learning this lesson, or even the next following year to improve on what I've done. So you can see from each step, it will go into discussion base with the students. You can see texture here, outside images that show natural texture in the environments we live in. And then it follows up again with these videos. And these videos are shorter, which was recommended, as we know. One of the things I've noticed too, as in my own classrooms before I became a tech integrationist, was it was just getting too long to watch videos that were over 20 minutes. And I think that was something that was more of a problem lots of teachers had. And just in general, videos don't need to be very long to make an impact. They can be very short and to the point of what you're trying to study and teach the students. So again, you can kind of see the process that this takes. I'm hoping to even maybe do a few extra extension activities based on what I hear from students as we go through this. Here we're looking at value. I liked what Prezi does. I think it makes it a little more intimate to each thing you're looking at. I really like what they've improved on as you zoom into that circle for on this one, or whatever item that you choose to zoom in. It's a whole new additional space. As you can see, but the additional things around it, like the images or the video, are hidden right now, and you can't see that unless it's zoomed in on it. So that part I really like. And following up at the end here, you can see here we have assessment, activities, and review. You can click here. So what I've done is I put a couple things in here like Edpuzzle. This one takes the video from before that we watched and follows up with some questions just to think about what they heard. So nice formative assessment for the students to think about what's been said. Oops, let's go back here. And there's a simpler one in here too. I lost my presentation here. Let's go back. There we go. suppose it's going to keep kicking me out here. And this is meant for younger grades, but I think this is really useful for any age. Activity was to demonstrate your knowledge of the elements of design by drawing each element in the box below. Just because this is a very introductory course for a lot of these students are just getting to know what elements of design are, this could be a good activity. And we could use this on our computers too, which we are one-to-one, and we don't even need to print this if we didn't want to. Going back, go back to present again. Got a few other formative assessments in here. Here, quizzes. Also has an elements of design follow-up review. And it has, on this one, I'm not sure how many questions this was, 14 questions, not too much, but enough to kind of see where we're at. In the last one here, we have a Quizlet we can use. The graphic design, elements of design. I really like these. Great visuals for the students to get to know the vocabulary of elements of design and more, of course. So that is my presentation. Like I said, it's really nice to use a program like Prezi to enhance the way we deliver our curriculum or our standards that we need to cover. And I'm super excited about this EdTech course because it's made me really develop something that I'm going to use next year, digital media and design. And I'm really looking forward to this class as it's a strength of mine, and I hope to make it exciting for the students going into next year. Thank you.